Good evening, I am Esperancer, coach of the Dallas Staryu, and this is my Week 7 Team Builder video where we face off against the Los Angeles Doduos in an effort to try to snap our 2-loss losing streak. And this is a very difficult team. So let's go down the team that Los Angeles could bring. And, just as a commentary, Los Angeles changed out half of their team over the last 3 weeks. So I'm facing a completely different team than Los Angeles had at the beginning of the season, and a lot of these Pokemon I have never seen Los Angeles use. So we're going to be in for a surprise, I think. But Mega Charizard X, Skarmory, Weavile, Gliscor, Suicune, Aromatisse, Dragalge, Alphagrigus, Leopard, and Raichu. Now immediately Mega Charizard X is a huge threat offensively, and I think it comes absolutely 100% of the time. I also think that Suicune comes because whether it's a Rest Talk set or a Sub-Combine set, it's very bulky, very difficult to break down, and I think he's going to see how effective Keldeo was against my team and bring that. And honestly, there's very little I can do, but I can phase it out. I have electric type attacks. I do have to watch out for Miracle, but we'll play around that. Suicune can't really do a whole lot to me unless it sets up a few calm lines, though, so I have to remember that. I think that Gliscor or Skarmory is going to come. He recently picked up both of these, and I think Gliscor is his better choice, but we could see Skarmory. Skarmory does wall Mega Pinsir very well, a lot better than Gliscor does. Mega Pinsir actually can 2-hit KO Gliscor, believe it or not, if it's specially defensive, and if it's physically defensive, then it's 3-hit KO, but it's not going to want to take that much damage. So, Megazord X, Suicune, and either Gliscor or Skarmory. Now we could see, I think we see Alphagrigus. Alphagrigus obviously because Mummy shuts down Aerial Aid, it takes away Sheer Force. If I'm physical Nidoking, which I'm not, disclaimer, it'll take away Reckless off of Emboar. There's a lot of abilities that it can take away by making contact, so I think we see Alphagrigus as his physical wall. And then, I think we see 2 out of these 3. I think we see Weavile, we see Dragalge, or we see Raichu. 2 out of those 3, and I think Weavile is, he's probably not going to bring it this week. It is scary. But I do have things that can answer to it. Klefki walls it pretty well. It resists both its stabs. And Blue Musketeer also does handy work, and he's got to watch out for close combat. Although Low Kick does hurt Cobalion, pretty hard. Raichu, he's used Raichu quite a bit. He usually uses a Nasty Plot set. We could see a Choice Spec set or something like that, or even a Scarf. But I do have Nidoking, so he might be a little hesitant to bring it, but we'll see. And Dragalge I'm actually most worried about, especially if it's an Assault Vest, because with an Assault Vest I'm actually not going to be able to OHKO it, even with Dragon Pulse on Hydreigon. So Dragalge as an Assault Vest user will be very, very worrisome. Now, Leopard and Aromatisse could come. Aromatisse especially if he wants a Cleric or something like that to get rid of Thunder Wave. He does know I have the Prankster ability in Klefki. Leopard can also do some kooky stuff with Prankster Copycat. Something to watch out for. But, I think that the Pokemon I mentioned before are going to be the most likely to come. So let's get into my team. We'll start from the beginning. So first we have Nidoking, the Elvis, the Nidoking, with a Choice Scarf this week. And Nidoking's whole purpose is to try to OHKO the Mega Charizard X with Earth Power, because he might bring it in and try to thinking he's going to OHKO it with Flare Blitz or something like that, and I OHKO with Earth Power, or do a lot of damage with Sludge Wave on Weavile, which it'll do about 68% minimum. Which means after one time coming in on rocks or something like that, I can OHKO it. I have Ice Beam for Gliscor, and I have Thunderbolt for a Suicune. However, Suicune with the Choice Scarf on Elvis Thunderbolt's only going to do about 43%, so it's going to be a 3-hit KO. So there's that. And we're running 200 speed IVs. It lets me outspeed the Weavile, Golly Nature, max speed, Modest Nature with max special attack, and 56 HP. So this is basically my fast Scarper for this week. Next up, we have Calcifer the Embor, and we are bringing a Reckless Adamant Bandit set this week with Flare Blitz, Wild Charge, Head Smash, and Sucker Punch. I'm really hoping that I can get a good Head Smash. Believe it or not, Head Smash 2-hit KO Suicune. It's just a matter of, can I hit Head Smash twice? We saw Muton BMs miss a Head Smash last week, and that actually cost them the game because they probably would have won had they taken out Mega Charizard X with that Head Smash. I have Wild Charge, which does do about 60% to Suicune. And Suicune's not going to get any defense boost from Calm Mind, so if I can get a little bit of damage off of it and make sure it's not behind a sub, then I can check it with Wild Charge. I have Flare Blitz because it does hit a lot of Pokemon on my opponent's team very hard. However, I have to be careful about the Mega Charizard X coming in because, it could very well come in. And Sucker Punch, which with the ban and priority does do a lot of damage, does 50% to Charizard X. It does quite a bit of damage to Dragalge as well. So maybe we can catch something off guard with that. Although Dragalge I outspeed anyway, so we'll see. 252 attack, 252 speed. I actually only need 240 speed to outspeed an uninvested Suicune, but I went ahead and maxed out in case he wants to put his 6 extra in speed to avoid speed creeping. That just lets me get a little bit of a jump on that Suicune. That's my Calcifer here. I really hope I can kill something with Head Smash. That would be amazing. Next up, we have Jingles, the Klefki, coming for the first time. And Prankster Thunderwave is kind of an insurance policy against a Dragon Dance on Mega Charizard X. I can Magic Coat to try to bounce back hazards from Skarmory or Gliscor if I think he's going to lead with either one of those. I can Switcheroo because it would be really nice to Switcheroo my ring target, as you see, onto Gliscor to make it weak against Thunder type attacks, against Skarmory to make it weak against ground type attacks, against Aromatisse to take away its Dragon immunity to allow Dragon Pulse from Hydreigon to 2-hit KO. Weavile, it'll take away the Psychic immunity, but I don't really care about that because I'm not running any Psychic type attacks this week. There's a couple of things that would be pretty cool to put a ring target on, but I do have to watch out for Assault Vested Dragalge. That would be horrible. I could take Black Sludge if it's running that, or Toxic Orb, and not have it affect me, but I don't want to take an Assault Vest. The choice item would be pretty bad to take, but it's not the end of the world because I can still use Thunder Wave. But we'll see how this works out. This is a defensive set. It checks Weavile pretty well. It checks Dragalge pretty well. Even Hidden Power Fire is only a 3-hit KO without any special defense investment, and that's from a choice specs. So, we'll see how this works out. Next up, we have Blue Musketeer, and Blue Musketeer is running a bit of a kooky set this week. And I want to actually bring up its EV spread. We are running 0 speed IVs because I want to be slower than Gliscor, and that allows me to do that. Gliscor, uninvested, I'll be slower than it. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I'm running Metal Burst. Metal Burst is going to catch a Weavile with low kick off guard and knock it out, Gliscor with Earthquake off guard and knock out, or even a +1 Flare Blitz from Charizard X. With the Oka Berry, I can take that. As long as it doesn't crit, then I can knock it out with Metal Burst. And this is something that I highly doubt my opponent is going to even think that I'm going to bring. It's a bit of a gambit. If it doesn't work out, then The only thing this is going to be worth is taunting things and setting up stealth rocks. But we'll see. We'll see how it works out. You know, I'm not really all that confident about this, but it'd be really cool if it works. Next up we have Hydraco, and Hydraco is actually going to most likely do the most work this week. We have Dragon Pulse, Flash Cannon, Charge Beam, and Tailwind. Charge Beam will let me set up special attack boosts against things like Skarmory and even Suicune, and I think he'll be afraid of it when I'm boosting up alongside it. Only a 70% chance, it does have a 10% chance of missing. There's a little bit of risk involved in that. But Dragon Pulse will do is a 2-hit KO on Suicune neutrally, and if I get a +1, I can keep it up until I'm in range to take it out with the Dragon Pulse. I have Flash Cannon for the Aromatisse. Dragon Pulse also hits everything else hard. If I'm in the Tailwind, I'll knock out the Charizard X. Dragon Pulse will 2-hit KO Aromatisse if I put a ring target on it. Dragon Pulse also does a number of work against Gliscor. It's a 2-hit KO on special defense set. There's a number of things that it'll hit very hard. It's a roll to 1-hit KO Capagus, but I decided to run it instead of Dark Pulse because Dark Pulse doesn't hit very much else. So it's got a Life Orb. It's bulky, max HP, max special attack. With this bulky setup, I can actually take a hit pretty nicely from Gliscor if it wants to run Ice Fang or Brick Break or U-Turn or X-Scissor or something like that. I can take Ice Beam from Suicune alright, as long as it hasn't set up too many Calm Lines, and this will allow me to put pressure against those mons. I can't really take Dragon Claw from Charizard X or Ice Orb Crash from Weavile, but if I get a Tailwind set up, then that's not going to matter because I can Oko either one of those. So I'm really hoping Captain pulls through here. And finally we got Zeppelin. Zeppelin the Zapdos is my special wall this week. Max HP, max special defense with Volt Switch, Roost, Roar, and Defog. Defog I'm bringing because I don't want rocks to wear down my team too much. Elvis is Scarf this week, so they can't Oko a whole lot. Calcifer, Reckless is going to take a lot of recoil damage. Hydraco's got the Life Orb and is going to take damage from that over time. So I don't want to take too much additional damage with Stealth Rock, so I got the Defog in case I want to bring that. I'm bringing Roar for a setup Suicune. I don't want it to set up on me at all. I have Roost for recovery and I got Volt Switch to get out of there if I need to. So that's my team. I'm really looking forward to the match. My match is actually going to be in about 20 minutes here because I haven't had a whole lot of time to team build or record this week, and I'm doing everything at the last minute. So we'll see. We'll see if we can break that losing streak. I am Lancer, coach of the Dallas Staryu. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Leave any comments down below, and subscribe if you want to see more. And I will see you this Sunday for Sunday Night Pokemon.